The other molten quadrant. Alrighty. Ooh, freeze. Trigger frozen reaction 15 times? There's literally no difference between the two difficulties. I don't understand. 15? Oh, you're up. Can we get everybody together in one congregated section?
Take flight.
Thank you. Oh, it doesn't count if you do it en masse. Oh, I hate you. Ooh, but this seems to count.
Yeah. My apologies.
Yes, this counts. This is not nearly as horrible as I was expecting.
So rude.
Boom! Yay, let's go, team. I can only see my plebs. Where are my non-plebs? Oh, hi! Oh.
Mind the damage.
This is going to take a while.
Kamisato art. Sumetsu. To ashes.
We dodged away before I used it.
Be still.
It's taking nearly as long as I thought, which is nice.
Go as one.
Cascade.
Thanks to Aether, I think. He just does insane amounts of damage because he attacks so frequently. He attacks so many times. Okay, so I'm going to have to change out the party. What did it? Hold on, let me just get the rewards for this one. I'm gonna have to get fire in my party, am I not? Melt, vaporize. I don't really know what they are, but either way, it requires pyros. I believe you have to be replaced by good old Diluc,
Let's finish this.
who I never got to level 80. Whoopsies. Yeah, that's the one.
Whirling snow. Take flight.
Missed! Oh, there we go. Thanks, right? Bloody hell, this is hard.
My apologies.
It didn't count? It's electro and pyro off hydro, right? Yep, shit. Cryo and electro off pyro. Oh, it's water. Hold on. It's water. Isn't it? Melt? Oh, no, it is. No. That was right. Oh, maybe it's not electro. Maybe it is meant to be hydro. God, I'm all over the shop. I don't know. I don't pay attention to these kinds of things. Let's face it.
Wow.
I never pay attention to these kinds of things.
Be still.
Okay, it's more time consuming, but we're getting there.
Time for retribution.
Just attack the things that are inherently cryo. Sounds like a plan. Boom. Except now I've got to actually use these people to finish my attacks. Oof. This could be rough.
Embrace the ice.
Get him out, he's injured.
Barbados, guide us.
Cascade.
Just you and me, sir. I know just what to do with you. I think I missed. No, we got it. We're good.
My apologies. Kamisato art. Sometsu.
Be still.
And there you go. Yay! Finished. Right, that's all of them. Oopsies. I meant to go this way. Yep, already all done. Don't care about dire straits. Let's get my party in order before I forget. The bed has to go back there.
I trust you.
And, oh, well, that makes one of us. Aether has to go back here. Get out of my
What's
face,
that?
bug. Yuck.
Join you for a walk?
No, get rid of the bug on my face is actually what I said, but you know, you do you. Did that give me some extra pointage? Level 3. Ooh, almost level 4. If only I actually would do something constructive to get past there. Actually, when does the BP period end? Oh, a while. Right, so we need to go meet Diluc, but I would like to just check out what I've got on offer here. So I got 0 of those bad boys. That's what happens when you don't wish. And I only have enough for 4 of these. Kind of wanted some of those. And I get 7 of those. That puts me at what? 52? I don't like maths. 56. Yeah, no, I was way out. I also probably didn't remember correctly the number I had. Oh, the 4. Yes. I had the others previously as well. So it was 42 and now it's 46. 56. Yep, that makes sense. Anywho, let us go to All's Well That Ends Well. And head back to the Dawn Winery. We can heal yet again. Not the winery, that statue. Okay. Lip balm has been acquired. Let's go. Woo! Yes, we missed that jump yet again. Now, is he actually going to be here or is he not? That's really the question. And I still can't get over how small your vineyard is, Diluc. How do you make so much wine when you've got barely any grapes? It's a very strange business model. Do you water it down? Adeline, is he here?
You're finally back. I didn't think you'd be gone for so long. Sorry if it was too much trouble.
That's okay. We did offer to help.
Even if we hadn't gone to the Falcon Coast, he probably would have been somewhere fighting monsters elsewhere.
Anyway, is Master Diluc back yet? We didn't see him at Falcon Coast.
Aren't we going to Dragonspine? That came out weird. Aren't we going to Dragonspine? Isn't that where Albedo said he was going?
Sorry, I'm not sure of Master's whereabouts either. But I did hear that he recently visited Angel's Share.
Okay, we're going back to the city.
After dealing with this kind of trouble, Master is always careful to tie up all loose ends. It's become something of a routine. He should be back very soon. You needn't worry. In the meantime, please make yourself comfortable in the winery.
They're not going to do that.
After all that, we managed to completely miss him. Oh well.
I'm not surprised.
Let's just wait for him at the winery this time.
At least we got to see the Diluc of the past. It was worth it for that experience, if you say so.
By the way, Adeline, how come you're always standing here at the door lately? Usually you're busy indoors. Hopefully you haven't been standing there waiting for Master Diluc this whole time, because that would be really tiring.
Not to mention really unconstructive.
Oh, thanks for your concern. But I've actually been instructed by Master to meet with some special guests here.
You mean we're not special enough for you, Adeline?
Certain guests may need reminding to stay away for the time being.
What?
Master hopes that under the present circumstances, these guests will keep an appropriate distance from the winery, so as not to make a difficult situation even more complicated.
What is going on right now?
Well, Paimon didn't understand any of that.
Neither did Mish.
It sounds like a really important job.
It really doesn't, but I'm really confused about what you were just talking about. What is it that you need our help with? Maybe we can help meet those guests, or we could keep the other people away.
That's very kind of you indeed, but you've already helped Master Diluc out a great deal. You can let me take care of these time-consuming chores.
If you say so.
There is one small thing you could do for me, though.
Mm.
Please, take this letter and place it on the table to your right as you enter the door.
Lady, the door is like 5 steps behind you. It would take you a matter of seconds to do this yourself.
There are a few archived letters on that table already. Just put this one at the very top of the pile.
Literally 5 steps that way. That's what I don't understand in games. Hey, here's this quest that I could do if I just turned around. Here's a quest that I could do if I just crossed the street. Here's a quest I could do if I just went 5 steps and opened a fucking door.
Is this a letter for Master Diluc?
Yes, it's from one of his informants.
Makes no sense.
Only those in Master's inner circle are permitted to handle it or serve as custodian.
Ooh, that means we're part of Diluc's inner circle.
He doesn't exactly have much of an inner circle, so it's not hard for us to be part of it, Paimon.
Of course. Master Diluc greatly values your friendship. Thanks again for the help.
Kind of seems like this quest line is more about Adeline than it is about Diluc. We're learning more about her. Enter the winery and find Diluc's desk. Well, they actually didn't say put it on the desk. She said to put it on the table to the right. Left, right, which would be that one there. But hey, we'll ignore that. There is a lot of letters.
Whoa, there are so many letters here.
And very shiny.
It looks like Diluc read them just before he left. He must have been in a hurry.
They do look rather haphazard.
Adeline asked us to put this one at the top of the pile, but how are we supposed to tell the order of the other ones?
Okay, I do agree with Paimon there.
Guess we'll have to read them to get an idea of when they came in.
What? No, absolutely not. Why would you read someone else's correspondence? Just put it at the front on the right. We really shouldn't be reading people's mail. It's rude.
Oh, that's true. In that case, let's just tidy them up a little.
You're here.
Hey!
You move fast.
Ooh, there he is!
What are you agonizing over?
Reading your mail, apparently.
Miss Adeline asked us to put these letters in a pile, and we can't tell which order they should go in. But it's your personal mail, so it'd be rude for us to read them without your permission.
There's no need to be nervous, and I can see from the looks on your faces that they've grabbed your interest. These letters deal with events that are past and gone. I only held on to them in case any of the information they contain proves useful later down the line.
But why would you just leave it out on the desk like that? Why wouldn't you have it like filed and put in a drawer where it's just not sitting there collecting dust?
I just dug them out to
There you
confirm
go.
a few details.
There you go.
I've been following some rather unique developments recently.
So we see.
You were involved in the events in question anyway. You can read them if you want to. It's not a bad thing to be curious.
Do you still have other business to attend to? You seem to be in a huge rush. You don't look like you just got back from the city.
Hey, that's a good point. Actually, you kind of smell like wild mountain fruit. Oh, did you go to those mountains where the valberries come from?
Very perceptive. Yes,
Yeah.
I did make a trip to the Stormbearer Mountains.
That is strangely perceptive of Paimon. Although, to be fair... Oh, were those mountains you mentioned? My bad. Sorry, Albedo. Wrong mountains. But I suppose it relates to food. So maybe that's why she's perceptive.
I'll fill you in later.
Okay, I'll do that. Diluc swiftly goes upstairs.
No fair! We still have some super important things to discuss with Diluc. Not to mention a whole bunch of questions.
Yeah, that grape juice, that's real important. Paimon, you need to calm down. You need to calm down. Taylor Swift's telling you. It's been a long time since Diluc's presence last overawed you, huh?
All right, let's just sort these letters for him.
Or we could just leave them like normal people.
Well, since he said he doesn't mind, why don't we read them as we go?
It still feels weird. I don't like it. I don't like reading other people's mail. Oh, good lord. There's 6 of them. A tidily written letter. To the heir of the Ragenvinder clan, I apologise for sending this letter without notice. You may not remember me, but we've met a few times. We've met near the square when I sat at the table adjacent to yours at the Good Hunter, and have seen you in your tavern. Is that really counting as meeting? Sitting adjacent to somebody and seeing them from a distance across the tavern? I wouldn't really call that meeting per se. You're always busy with a great many things, especially back when you were much chattier than you are now. Diluc used to be chattier? I'd pay to see that. You spoke cheerfully and often with your brother and friends, and what changed? I thought he was always cold to Kaya. And he doesn't have any friends. It's probably no surprise that you did not notice me then, but I've always had my eye on you, child. Ugh, that's okay, must be an older person. I recall with crystal clarity how my little Clee, Alice, once made a complete mess of your vineyard while she was trying to catch crystal flies there. But you didn't get angry. In fact, you personally escorted Clee back and even gave her a few bottles of fresh grape juice. Now I think that might jog your memory, yes? Clee recently told me that she hasn't seen that strange man with the red hair in ages, so I decided to look into it out of curiosity. My deepest condolences regarding your father. In many of the stories I've been told, you are the model knight, proud, driven, a knight of noble character and lineage. But I know that you're gentler than you appear. If you weren't, you wouldn't have treated Clee the way you did. And since you helped my child out, I hope you won't mind if I treat you as if you were my own. Oh, when the fuck do we get to meet Alice? I tell you what, I'm getting antsy. She sounds so sweet. Therefore, I sincerely hope that you will leave the dark place that you are presently in, and that you will not wallow in grief and remorse. Partings are most painful things, but they also encourage us to grow. A bird that has lost the roof over its head will fly further than others of its kind. Go out and see the world. That's the best course of action I envision. Only by feeling, observing, and listening can your heart be healed. Parents will wish that they can accompany their children forever, and the skies, seas, and stars bear witness to that oath. Everything that was your father now finds new life with you. That which you will experience in this world, my God, this is just the first letter, my throat already hurts, may have been things that your father experienced once upon a time. I hope that the wind will bring you all manner of wondrous things in your journeys to come. In any case, keep your chin up, young child.
Huh. Paimon's not sure what this one's about.
What the? It's about the demise of his father and Alice giving him advice through his grief. What is not to understand
Shall
about
we
it?
read another one?
You want crack? It was like the easiest thing to understand. Oh hey, it gets rid of the options this time. A letter with clear handwriting. Master, this must be Adeline, perhaps. Master Kaya took leave and stayed at Dawn Winery for a few days. In a rare turn of events, he decided to stay in his original bedroom. He would pace about the grounds when idle, and even asked Adeline... Is this the butler then? Adeline to make him his favourite dishes. It really does take me back. I should be honest with you, but I was quite surprised to hear Master Kaya say that he wanted to stay for a few days. We did not refuse him, however. We believe that even if you were here, you would not refuse him outright. Dawn Winery has always been a more quiet location, perhaps because all who stay here are rather peaceable people. The house is made by those who live in it, and Master Kai's uncommon arrival did end up livening the place up significantly. I hope that you're doing well in your travels abroad. Everyone here at the winery misses you. May you remain safe and in good health. Does no one sign their letters?
Have you got the gist now?
Does no one sign their letters? One more.
Okay. Remember, we're trying to figure out when each letter was written.
Well, we're going chronologically at the moment. Because you've got the death of his father and Alice comforting him. And then you have him already abroad. So, what? No, sorry. The beeping, my phone, ignoring. Next. A neatly written letter. Am I supposed to remember the name of each one? I hope that things stay in order. Dear Mr. Diluc, it is my pleasure to investigate the ley lines alongside you. Oh, Zalbedo. As you know, my focus is on alchemy, so my knowledge of the ley lines remains quite shallow, and I fear that I will only be able to share what little understanding I have. According to many pre-existing documents, the ley lines can be seen as a medium for storing information. Under certain circumstances, they can record activities that occur in the area around them. All this information goes through a recording and storage process. After a certain period of time, they may be released once again by the ley lines. If I may be so bold as to make a guess, there should be a method to activate the ley lines. Those who grasp such methods can control the times at which ley line information is recorded and released. So this either came before the death of his father, or it came after he came back from travelling abroad, right? Judging from the runic symbols and some other clues, I surmise that there are particular members of the Abyss Order who may have a very small chance of being able to achieve this. If you believe that this requires further investigation, these entities may serve as your point of entry. I wrote a paper a few years ago in which I covered my brief foray into questions concerning the flow of ley lines and other such topics. You'll find a copy of this paper enclosed. I hope that it can help to clear up any of your doubts. There was no timeline there.
Alright then, let's put the letters in the right order.
What about the other 3? How could I put shit in...
If there's one thing we can take away from these, it's that Master Diluc has had a pretty difficult past.
But I want to know what the other 3 say. Do I not have to Google it to find out? Go to the wiki? Well, that's shit.
Not only was he misunderstood by the Knights of Favonius, but he's faced all kinds of other obstacles too.
Well, I haven't read that letter clearly. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm kind of annoyed now. And I guess I don't have to pay attention to the order because I guess the game's just going to put them in order for me since I didn't read 3 of them. I felt like I actually had to do it myself and I feel cheated of an interactive opportunity. Thanks, mihoyo.
Sounds like it's tough being Captain Pyro.
Who even gave him that name? It's so lame. I don't like it.
Always fighting alone because,
Hey, they're in order.
for one reason or another, it wasn't convenient for the people around him to help out.
That's just selfish. But Diluc seems to have found some peace since then.
Yeah,
Inner harmony.
that's true. Plus, he's got us now. We can give him all the help he could ever want.
I kind of instinctively rolled my eyes, but then I was like, yeah, this is Diluc. I'll give him all the help he needs.
Oh, out of friendship, of course. Definitely not just for the grape juice.
I see through you, flying fairy. Ooh, he's kitted up
Wait,
again.
What?
Is he feeling nostalgic for the old days? Is this
Is there a problem?
pre-Grim Diluc?
Master Diluc, you're wearing your old outfit again? And you've tied your hair back. You look so formal all of a sudden.
Paimon, his previous outfit was literally a suit. How is this more formal than a suit?
Old outfit? You've seen it before?
Yep, it was by that ley line anomaly. That was your past self, right?
Huh. I'm surprised it made such an impression.
I think it was more you that left the impression, but sure.
Do you mind telling us about it? What happened back then? Why were you fighting there?
I like his hair. I want this outfit so much. I'm still not paying for it. Ooh, the back. The back. It's been clawed. I hadn't noticed that before.
The same reason as ever. Just stopping another Abyss Order plot.
Oh, it is still a suit. Just a prettier suit.
They launched an offensive on several fronts at once. Unfortunately for them, they were still no match for me.
I wonder if the characters in this game are actually aging, since we're at almost year 2 now. Are they 2 years older than when we started?
We were fighting in an area on Falcon Coast, and everything was recorded by the unusually active ley lines. They must have become unstable again recently, causing them to let out all kinds of information from that time. Hence why you saw what you saw.
Why didn't you stay there to keep guard?
For starters, you only need to deal with the monsters, and the ley line deposit will stay dormant, as long as it isn't disturbed again. On the other hand, if I'd done nothing at all, the Knights of Favonius would have taken over straight away. Knowing how they work, they'd be sure to send a large contingent to guard the site.
Can someone remind me why he's so disparaging of the Knights of Favonius? And if that was content covered in the game, content covered by the lore line drops, or whether it was covered in other Genshin content. Because I honestly don't remember. I know the Knights of Favonius and Diluc and Kaya and all that shit was like literally the first things we did in the game back in Mondstadt. So I'm not surprised I don't remember something from almost 2 years ago. But if you could just give me a really short recap of the history there, that'd be great.
Wouldn't that have been a good thing?
Depends. Most of the knights are away on expeditions, so they don't have a lot of people to spare. If the ley line anomaly was just a diversion tactic, the Abyss Order could have been poised to attack somewhere else entirely, while the knights were scrambling to send what limited forces they have to Falcon Coast. But anyway, I have no interest in talking to the Knights of Favonius. I prefer to get to the bottom of things myself, rather than waste time negotiating with them. And it was easy enough for me to find out the Abyss Order's plans. Take a few Abyss mages hostage, and they soon start talking.
It's so dark, I love it.
As for the Knights of Favonius, I've sent someone to enlist their cooperation where it's needed.
So this is a joint initiative between you and the Knights. It almost sounds like you're doing the Knights of Avernus a favor.
It's their job to handle situations like this. They ought to be present when things come to a head.
Agreed.
I don't like working closely with the Knights of Favonius because of our differences in philosophy. But that doesn't mean we can't watch each other's backs when it counts.
Whoa. Seems like you have even more control over things now than you used to, Diluc.
The best way to deal with any threat is to utilize all the force at your disposal. Anyway, thank you for your help. Adeline brought me up to speed with everything. In return, I have a gift for your trouble.
But you haven't picked the grapes yet.
Grape juice? The packaging is so fancy. It must be really expensive.
I'm sorry. Reverse back and rewind back to the part where Adeline said, no, not yet. As in, no, not yet. He hasn't picked the grapes. He went off yonder way. We went off yonder way and we came back, and then he went somewhere else and then he came back. He still hasn't had time to pick the damn grapes. How has he had time to pick the grapes? Squish the bejesus out of him of what he's doing to get the juice out of them, and then make the juice. When did he have the time?
This is my personal favorite grape juice, made of the highest quality grapes. I happen to have an unopened batch, so I brought you a bottle to try.
So this is a year old, is what you're telling me, because usually it's seasonal grape picking. Although I suppose, how would you stay in business if it was simply seasonal? So, okay, maybe it's just one he had from a previous batch. How frequently then does he pick 2 barrels worth of grapes? I only assumed it was once a year, but maybe that's a bad assumption for me.
I didn't know you were such fans of grape juice. Next time you want some, don't bother waiting for the discount. Just go down to the cellar and help yourselves.
Now that he says that, it just seems so overly formal.
It's on the house.
This is why he's one of my favorite characters. I doesn't like playing him.
Woohoo! Paimon's gonna tell everyone we meet that we're VIPs at Dawn Winery. This one bottle must be worth at least, like, 50,000 mora. And he gave it to us for free. Thank you so much, Master Diluc.
If you're free tonight, you're welcome to stay for dinner. Adeline is already making it.
Oh, we absolutely must. I don't think he gets dinner to guests very often. At least none that he likes.
There are, however, a few things I need to take care of before dinner time.
Things that involve fighting?
Yes. Passiveness is not my style.
One of the things I like about you.
Though I had my suspicions at the start, everything I've come across so far in my investigation suggests that the Abyss Order was not behind this.
Just occurred to me that I'm thirsting pretty hard over Diluc right now. That's not usual. Anywho, no. Oh, okay, really? Then who is?
Since this arose from natural causes, it's time to wrap things up.
Oh. Just the Leylands happen to be extra active?
So what should we do?
Well, in for one more, in for the lot. We have to leak out.
Right, sure. After all, he did just give us this amazing grape juice.
Well, it wasn't as a bribe.
Wait, no. What was it? After all, even when the odds of success are 9-1, you must never lower your guard.
Well said.
A bit aggressive, but yeah.
In that case, let's get going.
Okie dokie, Captain Pyro. You can take it a little easier this time.
I don't like that spelling. I usually spell Doki the same as Oki.
Come on, let's go. This is the final battle. Then we can put all this trouble behind us.
Okay. If you say so. Okay, so we did actually get the grape juice. Okay. Go to the abnormal leyline deposit again. Well, I'm pretty sure I have to leave buildings to teleport, so let us leave the building. I could be wrong. I really don't remember. Buildings usually aren't that big, so I think I have a tendency to go out of them regardless. And back to fucking cost. Wait, I can teleport straight to this, can't I? Yeah! Victory. I can stand inside it. He's in aggressive mode. Yeah, okay, that's just taking too long. Ugh. Oh, no.
Mind the
No! I accidentally hit Q. What a goddamn waste.
Take flight.
I was trying to change to Aether, and then mid-change, I was like, wait a minute.
Eyes on me.
That's not very useful.
Wind, hear me.
Oh, we're done already. I was trying to change back to Diluc to swat some more
There.
things, and we kind of killed
It's
them all.
done.
Well, that kind of ruins the cutscene.
The ley line deposit will disappear before long.
The battle went very smoothly. A lot of fun. It was over in 2 seconds. It was quicker than the challenge.
All thanks to the power of teamwork.
I didn't even read the side. I didn't really notice until just before we ended that there were actually extra lines and then like the fire went around us, which means we completed something, but I didn't actually see what we had to complete.
See, even Captain Pyro needs his trusty sidekick sometimes. It can't be Master Diluc saving the day by himself every single time. Many hands make light work.
Excuse me, Paimon. I am not a sidekick. I'm a main damn character, alright?
Sidekicks. It's been a long time since I last worked with others. It's not so bad.
He's learning to play with others. Congratulations, character development.
If the opportunity arises, let's team up again in the future.
May have taken us the entire quest to get to the character development, but I'm living it for it. It's better than no character development. For this game, you really gotta take your blessings where you can find them. What's it? Okay. I kind of expected the conclusion of the quest would give me more rewards, but, you know, it's over and done with. It was an enjoyable, short quest. I don't know if it was because I don't know that it was particularly well written in the sense that I normally bitch about. Or I think it's more just the fact that it was about Diluc, and I like Diluc as a character. So I think I was just predisposed to like it. Or maybe it's just the fact that there were no glaring problems per se with the quest. So I didn't have something major that stared me in the face and went, what? So that might have contributed to why I liked it more. I don't know. I don't really have much to say about it. I didn't mind
sure
it.
I've forgotten
It was pretty fun. Aether!
Not to worry.